Hello friends, so today we are going to discuss about launch an EC2 instance with Lambda. So in this lab, we will walk you through the launching of an EC2 instance using AWS Lambda. And we will create a sample Lambda function, and this Lambda function when triggered will provision an EC2 instance. Now just like a go about first on the AWS Lambda. So the AWS Lambda is a serverless compute service offered by AWS that allows developers to run code without the need to manage servers. So it is designed to simplify the process of building scalable, event-driven applications and service in the cloud. There are some key features about the AWS Lambda. So first one is serverless computing, right? So in this, the developer can focus solely on writing the code for their application without worrying about the provisioning, scaling, or managing server. The AWS automatically handles the infrastructure, ensuring that code runs smoothly and efficiently. The next key feature is event driven. So Lambda functions are triggered by event from various AWS services, such as changes to data in Amazon S3, updates in Amazon DynamoDB, or incoming HTTP requests by Amazon API Gateway. So this event-driven architecture enables real-time responsiveness and cost-effective operations. And the next key feature is support languages. So AWS Lambda support multiple programming languages including Python, Node.js, Java, Go, and many more. They are allowing developers to work in their preferred language. Scalability. Lambda function automatically scale in responsive in incoming events, whether you have one user or million of users. The next one is pay per use model. With Lambda, you pay only for compute time your code consumes. There are no charges when the code is not running, making it cost effective and suitable for application for varying workloads. And you see in the diagram, so we are going these things in our lab. So there are some tasks here, like first we have to create a Lambda function. Then we need to configure a test event. After it, we have to trigger the Lambda function manually using the test event. And after when the test is run, then we have a new EC2 instance provision and we need to verify that, right? So these steps we are going to do in our lab. So now just directly jumping into the AWS lab. All right, cool. So here I've already told you in my previous videos, so you can find Lambda or other services from this icon, right? And also if you have know about the name of that particular service, so you can search by the search bar as well. So I have just searched the Lambda, so I have click on it, right? So the page is loading, okay, and we need to create a Lambda function. So we have to create a function. So for that we need to click here. Now we have the configured form of the create function, right? So there are the three options. So right now I'm focusing on the author from scratch, right? And for that I have already predefined name, right? My EC2 Lambda function, right? And the runtime code which we are using, the Python 3.11 version, whatever you are working, so you can just search it out and select which version you want, right? And the other things we are going to make it by default. Now we have to choose the existing role which I have created. So yeah, this is my role for the Lambda. That means what services and what type of permission Lambda have. So I have provided the role for that, right? And now I am just going to create my function. So when this function is created, right? So you will see this window, and in the, if you scroll down, just close it, and if you scroll down, you have the code section, and in the code section we have the lambda underscore function.py file, and in this file I am going to replace this code. So there's a one note here, like we will not get into the like a detail of the Python code in this lab, right? So uh, at the high level, it will provision and the EC2 instance when it will be triggered. So the code part we will discuss later, right? And the main thing, we need to provision the EC2 instance by the lambda function, right? So on the high level, if you see, we have the event, right? We have the context parameters here, and we are using the Boto3 SDK in this lab, right? And directly access the EC2 instance, and this client have the function to run the EC2 instance. And for the EC2 instance, we have the image, so I have provided the image here. And what is the instance type? So I have already provided it, right? The minimum count and the maximum count, right? These are the parameter which is required on the EC2 instance. So when I'm going to like teach you about the EC2 instance, so yeah, you will get into it. Or you can also go my Udemy course where I have provide all that things in detail, right? So you can also join that code, and the link will be like a come in the description when is video going to be uploaded, right? Okay, so here we are just going to be like a print the response if the EC2 is created. If not, so we have the some different errors, so we have popped it, right? So now our code is done, right? So we need to deploy. So whenever you have write any like a method or a function in the lambda function, right? So we have to deploy it. So if this will be a deployed, then we can run it on the AWS, right? So we have successfully, I can say, deploy it. And now we have to do one more thing here, right? We need to go in the configure part, and in the configure part we have to change the timeout. So right now the timeout will be the 3 seconds, so I am going to put in the 6. I think we are all done. Now the time is to test it, right? So for the test, I'm going to run the test, and there's a test section. So I am going to provide the event name, right? And for that, I am going to testing it. So it's going to be like a run the test for my lambda function. So just check it out. Is it is successfully run or not? So for that, I am just go on my code, right? And in the code, I believe so, we have the logs. No, just wait a second. Again, I'm okay. Just check it out. Yeah, here's the detail, right? So we have successfully tested it, and our like an instance provision might be like a develop, right? So if you see here the logs, we have the EC2 instance, and these are the detail of the particular lambda function, or I can say that my EC2 instance details, right? And you can say like here's the max memory used by the 97 MB, right? And the memory size will be used by the 128 MB, and the build duration is this around like a 5 second, correct? So these are the detail about our lambda function which we have just run it. So now the next thing is we have to go on the EC2 instance service, right? So here we have to search EC2 instance. So I believe that instance which we have created by the lambda function, so it will show here. So I'm going to click the instance to see the instance here, right? Just reload it. So I believe we have the one instance, it is running here, right? And the status check is going to be initializing. So the thing we have created, so I will just go and verify the detail which I have provided, right? So we have the instance ARN and we have the instance ID which I have provided on the image. We have the public ID where we can access this instance, right? And this is the image which I have provided in the Lambda function. So the AMI, this, right? So yeah, this is the like an instance provision which I have created through the Lambda function. So I believe this is done. And if you want to connect this instance, so it is not a part of this video, but yeah, I'm going to tell you for now. So we have the content button and connect button, and in the connect button we have the EC2 username, and directly we are going to connect. So it is going to be SSH connection with the Linux system with my EC2 instance. So here I can do whatever I want with this instance, right? So I think uh, we are done here. So let's meet in the another video. So thank you so much.